Hey everybody, today is the 20th of July and it's a Thursday. I wanted to do a video just highlighting the Elite Trader and some of the trades that we had this week. I actually did record pretty much all of these live, but instead of doing individual videos, I think what I'll do is just show you sort of the aftermath of what happened. So if you look over here on the 17th of July, and again, what you're looking at here, this is the Elite Trader. It trades these 5 strategies. And what it'll do is it trades them all at the same time. One of them is a swing trade, that's this one. The other 4 are day trades. And so they're in and out the same day. Now remember that with trading futures and options, there's definitely risk. You want to pay attention to the disclaimer that I go over later. But what's kind of nice about these algos is they will absolutely place the trades that are really hard to make as a trader. And I'll give you a few examples of those. So right here we bought on the 17th, that was Monday. Market gap down the next morning, ended up hitting our target. So this gain right here was a real nice gain of about 9.5 S&P points. And each point is $50. So that's just almost $500 that almost $500 that we made on that trade. So that was that one right there. That was the overnight trade that we had, and it didn't have any other trades this week. And so it's really just that one. We had a short trade this morning, which exited with a nice little gain. I mean, it ended up going short, though, right here at about 45.93. And this is this morning, actually, that we did this trade. Ended up covering right here. And if you look, it was really on the edge as to whether or not it should stay in or not. If you look, and this is the Emerald Short algo. If we look up here, you're probably familiar with the way these little dotted lines work, but eventually we had this forward slash on this candle. And what that means is it thinks that the market is not going to be in a strong down anymore, but it could be in a weak down, which is what this other line represents right here. And notice how there's no forward slash. And so that means that this algorithm was thinking that the market could drift lower, but that it wasn't going to be a kind of a strong down moving kind of market. Now, if you look, the reason why, in case you're wondering, is even though, I mean, when you look at it like this, it looks like it's almost pretty obvious that it's still in a down state. But what you have to do is really think of it as what it was looking at in real time. So in real time, this is kind of what it looked like. And notice how this candle, this 4th candle for the day, it definitely was a weak candle, but it didn't go below the open of the day. Or if it did, it just barely did, but it didn't close below the open of the day either. And that's something that this algo does key off on. There's actually a bunch of other things that it'll look at, but that's just one of the that's one of the things, and I believe that was the main reason why it got out. So what it does though is it got out with the gain, and this was a nice little trade though. I mean, we made I believe on this one similar amount. I believe about 10 S&P points. I have the actual totals that I'll put on the chart when I do the editing, but that's the short trade. Now, who knows what's going to happen? The target that we had, by the way, was just down here, so it looked like it might hit our target, but then it did start to rally a bit. And so I don't know. I mean, if we rally, then obviously this looks like a great, the smartest trade ever. If it sells off, then it looks like we exited too early. But in the end, we did have a profitable trade, and that's really what matters on that one. The day trade longs, V1 and V2, did not trigger this week, so far at least. They did have a pretty nice trade last week that I did a video on, and that's this one right here. So it did have a trade, but that wasn't this week. So if we look at this week though, there's no trades since the 17th. The Emerald Long did have a few good trades. So if you look here, it had a really nice trade on the 18th where we bought this. In fact, this was the really kind of the best trade we had. This was about a 20-point S&P gain. So we made about $1,000 on that trade. And then up here, we did have a stop out. So it did buy and then got, not stopped, but it exited early right here. That was I believe about a $500 loss. So when you put it all together though, for the week so far, this strategy is up about $1,337, and that's per unit traded. A unit is 35,000. So remember though that past performance is not indicative of future performance. Trading futures and options involves substantial risk of loss. It's not appropriate for all investors. And remember, I'm not a CTA. I'm what they call a third-party developer. So the algorithms are offered under what they call a letter of direction. Now remember too, Elite Trader, these are fully automated. There's no software that you download. It's just a fully automated trading system that runs on the broker's server. And so when we get into a trade, the trades are placed on all of our client accounts through a block order. So when we do a buy order, it's a big buy order that goes through, and then it gets placed on all of our client accounts. So thank you though for watching. I want to keep this video short, so appreciate you watching. Have a great day though, and if you have any questions at all, reach out, and I'll be happy to do a demo with you or answer any questions that you have. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.